Hi everybody, welcome to Delaware Auto Sales. Today, my name is Nathan. We're going to look all around, inside, outside, a little bit underneath. This Hummer H2, this is a 2007. This one is extremely clean. You will see these with rust on the rockers and the tube steps and the step bars. This does not have any of those problems. If you look at the Carfax of this Hummer on our website, you will see that this lived out west in Arizona and Washington until 2017. So it has certainly lended to how clean this is, how clean it is underneath, how nice the paint is, and just what a nice truck that it is. It is also mostly stock in all the right places. No major modifications. Obviously you can see the wheels here, these gear black and silver wheels, which look really good on it with the white letter tires. Those are aftermarket. The front two windows are tinted. It has a Sony radio on the inside, so it has a few little things, but no major changes. The factory swing arm spare tire carrier on the back, but no rust and super clean. That's our website and phone number. You can hop on there. You can view all of the still photography, my still photography of it. You can see a link to the Carfax. We have some photos on there underneath it. So I would encourage that you look at those and see the underneath photos. You can see here that all the cab lights are working across the top. That's why I just did that. You can look at the still photography, you can read my description about it, and you can see the undercarriage photos. I'm going to try to show you underneath it on this video as best as I can. It's very clean, it's very nice. I will do that to the best of my ability here on the video, but the other photos, it's actually on our lift. So the paint's really nice, it runs great, it drives great, everything works. But the best part, I'm going to show you the bottoms of all the doors as we go here, but look how nice the tube steps are. And this bar here, on a lot of them I've seen, and some other ones, this will rust usually on the ends. It'll be basically gone usually at about here and beyond. These same way, but look how nice this is. Clean all the way on both sides. Tires have a ton of tread. Tires have 8/32 tread, front and back. There's a little preview of the frame right there. Let me tell you about all the service we did to it, and then we'll keep going here. We replaced the thermostat, the front brakes and rotors, the left front axle, left side inner and outer tie rods and alignment, new power steering pressure line, new MAF sensor, and a fresh oil change. The rear brakes have 6 millimeters life remaining, and I just mentioned the tires have 8/32. One cosmetic flaw, there's some cracking or splitting in this plastichrome. I call this plastichrome because it's chrome on top of plastic up here. There's a bubble somewhere right here underneath this light. There's a bubble right there. You can see the yellow plastic underneath the flexible plastichrome. A lot of people like to put aftermarket grills on these, so might be something you might to enjoy to do as well. The glass is really clean. There's no chips or cracks in the glass. You can see the cab lights up there on. These are the original mirrors, and they are power folding. I'll show you that. They work, so those haven't been changed. That's something that people commonly change as well. Look how nice that frame rail is. Same thing on this side, on these tube steps and the bar here. Very, very nice. The black plastic trim has a few chips out of the painted surfaces on it a little bit on both sides, but nothing crazy. Alright, so that's all 4 wheels and tires. The frame rails we can see right there. I told you about the service we just did to it, which is a lot of stuff. Now, before we go inside, let me show you let me show the roof before we go underneath, just to show you the roof. Looks good to me. So there's the roof with the system here. You can put roof crossbars on if you like. All right, so let me try to show you underneath as best as I can, then we'll look inside, we'll look at the bottoms of the doors. But using a half a gallon of gas, just sitting here running. Super clean. Factory hitch. This is the aftermarket camera that's hooked into the Sony stereo. I'll show you up front, but there's the factory hitch right there. I love this swing arm tire carrier. We will look at that in more depth here in a moment. Plate. There's the new axle on that side. I will show you under the hood. Let's look over the interior after this, and then we will look under the hood as well. Super fantastic. Better than most. Better than far most. Very, very nice. And the bottoms of the doors, they don't have any rust. So let's take a look at all this interior and the doors. Driver door panel, very nice. Leather nice and soft here. A few scratches on the handle. Power windows, power locks, power mirrors. Here's the power folding mirrors. You push this twice, yeah. Mirrors fold, both sides. And then you push left and they deploy, both sides. Heated seats, memory seats, all 4 windows down at once. I'm gonna leave these down, actually allow a little more light inside, and then the other button does all 4 windows up at once. Actually, it's 1 touch down, I forgot about that. So we'll leave those down to get a little more light on this dark interior. Bose factory system anyway. You can see how clean. And then I want you to notice right here, Z-Bart body plug. This Hummer was undercoated at some point in its life, which certainly is probably why it doesn't have any rust inside the bottoms of these doors or jams or anywhere. Super, super fantastic. Clean, clean, clean. WeatherTech floor mat, really nice driver's side seat for the mileage. Nice and firm, it's comfortable. I've driven this Hummer at least probably 300-400 miles. Drives great, runs great. Look how nice the bolster is. Very, very nice. No issues here with this seat or any of the seats in this. The headliner, super clean and tight. No issues there. Nothing sagging or falling or anything weird. I say that because, you know, usually can be a problem if it's been in extreme heat, particularly on domestic vehicles. But this one's nice. Automatic headlights, instrument lights, Tahoe, Mismo. Same steering wheel as a Tahoe. Same controls, just says H2 in the middle instead of Chevy. Leather on this wheel is very nice. Few tiny little marks on it, but it's nice and smooth and slick. All of the stitching is good. There's the exact mileage, 149,355. All of the gauges work correctly. It hasn't been running terribly long. That's why the transmission temperature is still kind of low. Dashboard is clean. This is an aftermarket satellite radio receiver that ties in with this aftermarket Sony radio. Dashboard, very nice. Some chips, scratches, whatever around the radio here on this painted plastic piece. It's almost unavoidable just from touching it with the oils of your hands. Automatic climate control, factory GM stuff, big old shifter, cup holders. There is a USB input right here. Goes along with that radio. To plug something in, touch button, 4-wheel drive. This radio, simple, Sony. Home screen is where we're at. Bluetooth audio right there. And then I just put it in reverse. There's backup camera. It's you kind of see the spare tire the whole time, but it's nice to have the camera because These never had a camera factory. So go back to the home screen right there. Also has Bluetooth phone and all of that. Satellite radio up there. What else? Some people like to know how many engine hours. So there it is right there, 5054.9, call it 5055. Fuel, and then this button is the fuel. You pretty much don't want to look at this if you own one of these. How many gallons of fuel you've used, what the average miles per gallon is, and you as my friend Dennis says, a Hummer will pass everything but a gas station. And having driven this one, I have to agree. All right. And garage door, HomeLink garage door buttons right there in the overhead console. There's some nice storage in these. Sorry, I forgot to mention that. Sunglasses, all kinds of stuff you can put in here. I don't know how many pairs of sunglasses one person needs, but you can, there we go. You can put about 6 of them. But garage door buttons right there, and then compass and temperature on the rearview mirror. Same thing here, back door, very clean, very nice. No issues on the bottom of the doors, right there. There's the Z-bar plugs here in the back. Clean, clean, clean. Backs of the seats are nice. Heated seats back here. This is the factory controls for a radio, but I don't think this is going to work anymore because it doesn't have a factory radio, but boohoo, everybody has an iPod and their own phone, or iPad and their own phone anyway. Leather back here is really nice. Flip this up. Spare tire stuff right there, super clean. And then this folds down. Headrest tucks, super clean and nice right here. Clean carpeting back here. This does have the 3rd row seat right there. This has a DVD player right here in the headliner that has been added, I believe, for the 3rd row passenger. Must have been a spoiled kid or something. I tried to put a DVD in that. I did not get it to come on, so I'm going to disclose that I believe this does not work, but obviously it doesn't hurt anything being up there on the ceiling. If you can get it to work, all the better for you. So that seat does the same thing. I can show you when we go over on the other side. All you do is flip it up, toss it back. Very easy, much easier than a lot of these newer cars. Cup holders right there. Really nice. Carpet's nice back here. Let's look back here real quick. So pull the pin, lift that up, swing this out, open the tailgate. Oh, obviously the license plate doesn't go here when you have the tire because you wouldn't be able to see it. That's why that's what led me to believe anyway. I think I'm right. There's no holes here for a plate because it goes in the tire back here. So that's the why for that. At least I believe. That's what I believe. This jam is just as clean as the rest. Look at this. Look at the bottom of the tailgate. Again, no rust. Clean. Nice. Yeah, there's the plate right there. Okay. All the plastic back here is in nice shape. Everything's clean, not scratched up or anything. This is real nice. Threshold. This is missing a little cover that goes on here. It's supposed to say number 1, but you can lift that and then push the seat down to go flat. You can lift number 2 and it'll just pop up. And then number 3 right there, you can take the whole seat out. I'm not going to do that on this video, but you can take it out if you don't need it or you need more space. There's a power outlet right there. Plastic on the sides here, still great shape all the way through. And then it stays locked up like this, and then you pull number 3, pull it down at the same time like that, lock it back in, and then lift number 1 and lift it back up just like that. The plastic on the tailgate is nice. This whole truck is just way nicer than most, and definitely nicer than most that have far less mileage too, at least in my opinion, from what I've seen. So that's locked in. You put your little safety pin in there, and there you go. This is probably what it factory came with on the wheel, obviously, because it's back here. Looks like the regular old chrome wheel. I definitely think these are better looking and a nicer, beefier size tire. I think I might have forgot to say the tire size in the beginning. 315/70/17 is the tire size. Super nice here, same way. Lift it up, real clean underneath. Fold it down. Easy to get right back there for your spoiled bratty kid that gets his own DVD. Just kidding. Just kidding. Everybody's kids are not spoiled. No way. Really nice on this panel. Same thing here. Nice clean door. I know you guys are probably sick of hearing me say nice clean door, no rust. Little paint peeling right there on that plastic. There's no rust. I mean, if there was any, I would certainly show you and tell you, but there really isn't. This seat's even nicer than the driver. Clearly not used even as much as the driver's seat because it looks more perfect. Power seat controls over here, WeatherTech mat over here. Some people like to see the, I don't know if you can see that, there you go, service parts identification label. There it is if you're curious to any option codes. I've had people ask for this, so there you go. It's basically a GM build sheet, if you will. Heated seat on this side. This door handle barely has any scratches, so again tells me this side wasn't used nearly as much as the driver's, of course. Another Z-bar plug. Just look how clean the hinges are. All right, inside, outside, underneath. 18 minutes we're at. Shall we look under the hood? Yes? Yes. Let's look under the hood. I think this is factory too, this chrome gas door cover. I know it's common to change those for a lot of people, but I do believe that's factory. It also has another set of keys. So we have two complete sets of keys. We have it has a couple of spare keys as well, but it has two complete sets, two keys, two GM black typical GM remotes, and then a couple of spare silver keys. So big old hood here, really clean once again. It's really nice under here. Only one flaw that I'm going to point out. Right here on the bottom of the hood pad obviously is deteriorating a little bit, but it's still there, just deteriorated a little bit. Let's go around the other side. Same thing here, super clean. All of this yellow stuff, like this residual, that's all the undercoating spray from when they first undercoated it and shot it everywhere. So it's a good thing. Just gonna let you listen to the motor for a moment. I'm not a mechanic, but I can only imagine it makes it a lot easier to work on with the hood going that way, like an old Jaguar and like a lot of Jaguars do, as opposed to the normal way. Because look how much, there's no roof. You can see everything and you can get in there. It's just funny to see a hood latch at the back side, but there it is. I've been doing this a little more recently here, giving it a little rev up so people can hear it. to just about 5,000 RPMs at the highest point. This is hard to do with one hand and a sore back from jumping on the trampoline with my kid. That wasn't very smart, was it? That's what I get for jumping on, just like the children's song, monkeys jumping on the bed. Alright, there's the straps back down. Put the windows back up and give you one more look around so you can see it with the tinted windows up. We'll use our single button. This driver's side door check is a little noisy. I forgot to mention that in the beginning. You can hear the click noise. It's just because of age and time. If it's something that bothers you, you can have it replaced. I really think this is one of the nicer Hummers you could possibly find. I know the miles are, what they are, but it's not the most important thing about the mileage sometimes. It's about where it came from and how well it's been taken care of. Just sold a Lincoln Town Car to some people in Florida that could have cared less how many miles it had because it came from Arizona as well, just like this. And it helps. It certainly helps to keep it nice and keep it clean and keep the paint looking good and keep the underside nice. So I hope you've enjoyed. If you have any questions or anything that I didn't cover that you'd like answers to, please feel free to reach out. I'd be happy to get it for you. And take a look at the website listing with the Carfax and the still photography and the pictures of the underside. Make it a great day, and I will see